good morning. It's me, your science teacher. Today I am here to teach you your next class. Till today we are discussed about the animals, their life cycle, their classification, and also the habit and habitat. We are discussed till today's class. From today we are going to discuss about the plant. All the living organisms are divided into the plants and animals. We had already discussed about the different stages, different classification, different process, life cycle, etc. of about the animals. From today we are going to discuss about the plants, isn't it? Okay. What will you find when you look around? What will you find when you are look around us? I think you found there was some animals like insect and the larger animals and also some plants. There was contains some flowering plants and some non-flowering plants, isn't it? Okay. Possibly you will be surrounded by a greenery. This is because of a plants. Plants of a large kinds are living around us. The plants range from the microscopic size to a very tall tree. We found that in the outside, we found that the greenery, green place, due to the presence of different types of plants, isn't it? Okay. There was found some are the small size of plants. They are called the microscopic plants. Some are microscopic plants and some are the large tree. We found around us, isn't it? Plants remain in their own place and get the nutrients from the place where they live. Plants are found in our own place. They prepare their food or they get nutrients from their place. All the plants cannot be prepared their food by themselves, but some plants can prepare their food by themselves. Most of the green plant can prepare their food, but others plant are not prepare or cannot prepare their food, isn't it? Green plant contains the chlorophyll. Green plant contains the chlorophyll, which helps to prepare their food. In the times of preparing food, they absorb the carbon dioxide from the environment and through the oxygen in times of preparing food. This process is called the photosynthesis process, isn't it? Okay. Dear student, plants are green and can prepare their food by themselves. They do not have the feeling like the animals. They are the friends of the animals. They absorb the carbon dioxide and give out the oxygen for the animals to breathe. There are the two main groups of the plants. Plants are prepare their food by themselves. They are the friends of animals. Plants are the friends of animals. They prepare their food by themselves but not animals, because animals have not contains the chlorophyll, isn't it? Yes. And there are the two main groups of plants. There are two main groups of a plant. First one is a flowering plant and the second one is a non-flowering plants. We are mostly discuss about these two types of plants in this lesson, isn't it? Flowering plant, those plants which bear flowers. Look there, flowering plants. Once time, CD diagram, flowering plants. Okay. I hope you are clear about it. Those plant which bear a flower is called the flowering plant. And see also the different parts of this flower and this flowering plant. See once time the different parts. Okay. and second one is non-flowering plant. Which plant cannot bear a flower, which is called the non-flowering plant, isn't it? Look the diagram of non-flowering plant. Please once time, look this diagram. Okay. Plants which have the flowers have the seeds. Plants which have the flowers. Those plants which have the flowers which produce a seeds. And they produce new plant from these seeds. And the plant produce the new baby plant from the seeds. And the plants which have not the flowers, they have not seeds. Those plants which have flowers, they produce a seeds, and then the new baby plant are developed from the seeds, isn't it? Okay. Next, at first we discuss about the different parts of a plant. Please look there the different parts of a mustard plant or a flowering plant. Top one, look there, flower, fruit, branches, leaf, stem and roots. Most of the flowering plants that contains these parts. Flowers are contained in the flowering plants. Fruits also contains in our flowering plants. Branches also contains in it. Leaf also contains in it, and the stem and roots are contains in this plant. You are clear? Different parts of a flowering plants. Okay. Most the flowering plants have the roots, stem, leaf, flowers and the fruit. They carry out the different functions to maintain their life or lives. They have the different functions. Flowering plants have the different functions to maintain their life, hasn't it? Okay, student. Now we are started to discuss this part. Flowering plants have the different parts: root, stem, leaves, branch, fruit and flowers, isn't it? We are started to discuss this different part. First of all, please look here diagram of roots. Roots of a flowering plants, and there was the different parts are contained in the roots. Please look there, different parts contained in a roots. Main root, look there, lateral roots, root ear, root cap, etc. are contained in this diagram, isn't it? You are clear? Different parts of roots. Okay. Roots are found at the base of the main stem. Roots are found at the base of a main stem. Root is a part which mostly grows into the soil. Roots are the main parts of a flowering plants or a plants. It mostly grows into the soil. Root grows continuously in a soil. Root grows continuously in a soil. It grows continuously, isn't it? The tip of a root is protected by a root cap. The tip of a in part or a tip of a roots is covered by a root cap. Tip of a root is covered by a root cap. Root cap, do you know? The covering part of a tip of a root. Roots को टिप लाई कभर गरेको पार्टलाई हामीले के भन्दा रहेछौं? रूट क्याप. प्लिज राइट इट. रूट क्याप. ROOTCAP. Root cap. ROOTCAP. Root cap. Root cap means the tip covering part of a root or roots. Tip covering parts, which is called the root cap. Okay. There are the numerous here behind the root cap. This tiny root covering the surface of the root are called the root ears. There are contains the numerous here. Ear-like structures are contained in a roots, which are called the root ears. त्यो जरामा हेर्नु भयो भने सानो सानो जराहरुको पलाएको देखिन्छ. त्यो सानो सानो जराहरू पलाएको देखिन्छ नि त्यसलाई हामी के भन्छौं रूट इयर्स भनेर भन्छौं isn't it I hope you are clear this same diagram okay types of roots there are the different types of roots there are different types of roots they are in the mustard plant there is the one main roots called the primary roots secondary roots and the secondary roots arise from the primary roots in the plants there was contains the different types of roots they are the primary roots and secondary roots different types of roots primary and secondary secondary roots are those roots which are developed from the primary roots isn't it okay the secondary roots further branch into the smaller roots these types of roots is called the tap root system the secondary roots likewise are connected in the primary roots these the parts of a developed parts of a primary root system is called the tap root system तपाईहरुले ब्रान्चमा जस्तै प्राइमरी रुट्समा त्यो ट्याप रूट सिस्टममा के गर्नुहुन्छ मेन रुट्स कन्टेन भएको हुन्छ and the many numbers of other roots are connected in this main roots so type of root system is called the tap root system isn't it okay plants like the pea beans mustard etc this is called the tap root system such types of plants that contains the tap root system isn't it okay in the plants like the paddy maize wheat etc all the roots are grows from a single point those plant which have the roots are developed from the single point so types of roots are called the fibrous roots like in a onions यिनीहरुमा कन्टेन भएको roots लाई हामी के भन्छौं fibrous roots भनेर भन्छौं clear okay some functions of roots function of roots please look there types of roots different types of roots first one is tap root and second one is fibrous root first one is called the tap root because other roots are connected in a different place or the one is the main roots and others are the secondary roots so types of root system is called the tap root system second one is onion plants all the roots are contained at one point or developed from a single point these roots is called the so types of roots are called the fibrous roots hope you are clear about the root system isn't it now we are turns to the functions of roots these roots have the different functions root spear into the soil and hold the plant first functions is it casts the soil and hold the plant first function is hold the plant in the space the plant लाई space मा hold गराउने काम spear in the soil and hold the plant in the earth surface number 2 they absorb the water and minerals salt and that the plant needs from the soil they roots absorbs the water minerals and the salt water minerals and the salt that plants need from the soil these things are absorbed from the roots isn't it okay some roots store the water and the nutrients prepare the plants example radish carrot etc these roots are the fresh leaf and many of them are eaten vegetables and the salad some roots are store the nutrients which are prepared like carrot radish etc these store the different types of nutrients prepare the plant isn't it okay student I hope you are clear about the plants types of plants there was the types of plants like the flowering plants and non-flowering plants and the different parts of plants there was the different parts of flowering plants we are discussed like roots stem branch leaf flowers and fruit isn't it And also at first we have discussed about the roots, and we see the diagram of roots, and these branches types of roots. We have discussed the types of roots. They are Fabaceous roots and tap roots. Okay. Now we are turns to the second parts of a plants. This second parts is stem, isn't it? Okay. Stem. Stem is the main long part of a plants above the ground. Roots are contained inside the ground, and the stem are the long part which is contains above the ground, upper part of the earth surface. Big trees like the peepal, bar, mango, etc. have the thick and the strong stem. Some trees have the thick and strong stem, like in a peepal. Look the diagram. Peepal, it has the long and a strong stem. And see also the others plant, coconut. See there, it has also a strong stem. And some plants which have the weak stem, like bean. Bean contains the weak stem. Smaller plants that grows from the main stem are called the branches. In the plants that are when the branches are connected in the stem, smaller plants contains the main stem are called the branches. Different types of stem has connect in the stem there was connect the different sub stem which are called the branches, isn't it? Okay. In the branches are also the parts of stem on which the flowers, fruit and leaves grow normally. Stem the branches are the one parts of a stem which helps to grow flowers. Flowers are grows in branches. Branches are the parts of a stem. Fruits and leaves, isn't it? Fruits, fruits and leaves are grows on a stem, isn't it? So that stem or branches are very important for the plant, and it also helps to transport the different types of food materials in the different parts like flowers, branches and etc. Some functions of a stem. Please look there. Some major functions of a stem. Number one, stem keeps the plant straight and upright. Stem helps the plant straight and upright. Stem ले चाहिँ के गरेको हुन्छ, प्लान्टहरुलाई अडिन सहयोग गरेको हुन्छ, isn't it? Okay. Leaves, flower, fruit grows on the stem. Leaf, flower, fruit are grows on the stem. Leaves are developed by हुन्छ, flowers are developed by हुन्छ, and fruits also developed from the stem or branches. Branches is the parts of stem, isn't it? Okay, student. Next one, like root, stem of some plants store the food in them. Like roots, in the some plants, roots store the food. Like roots, stem also store the food in them. Stems such as the plants are the eaten as a food. Stem of such plants are eaten as a food. Stem of such plant are eaten as a food. Potato, sweet potato, sugarcane, etc. are the some example of such a stem. त्यो स्टेमहरुमा पनि के स्टेमहरुलाई हामीले के गरेका हुन्छौं, हामी खाना युज गर्छौं. Some stem are used for a food, like potato, sweet potato, sugarcane, etc. are the some example of such types of stem. Example of such stem, hasn't it? Okay, student. After this term, stream, we are going to discuss the other remaining parts of a plant like the leaves, functions of leaves, fruit, seeds and flowers. We are discussed in our next class. Before ending this class, please write the some homeworks. Number 1, draw the diagram of flowering plant. Draw of plant. Draw the diagram of flowering plant. Write the difference between taproot and root, isn't it? Right. The method, any three function of number I, root, stem. Okay student, please complete this homework and submit your respective teachers. Okay, thank you class.